Hello guys, it's Mr. Maximo here, Vinny Sandhu for the European Cricket Network with another match preview for your European Cricket Series match, and I hope that you're excited because it's Finals Friday for the European Cricket Series Bulgaria. This is a match preview for the first semi-final. It's match 21 on the calendar between Indo-Bulgarian and the Indian Tuskers. This game will start Friday morning at 6 a.m. GMT, which is 8 o'clock in Central Europe. It's 11:30 a.m. in India, and as always, you can catch the action right here on the European Cricket Network, whether that's through our website, ECN.cricket, or our YouTube channel, ECN European Cricket Network. And of course, if you're in the Indian subcontinent, you can catch it on fan code. And just a reminder, if you don't already, why don't you follow us on social media, because there's so much happening in the world of European cricket. When we finish in Bulgaria, we're heading across to Romania for the first ever European Cricket Series in that country. It's a 4-team series over Saturday and Sunday. There'll be 8 matches, so make sure that you get up to date with all the information on that series and more by following us on social media at European Cricket, or you can follow me at Mr. Maximo. Also, that website, ecn.cricket, is a great place to get all that extra information and articles regarding the players and teams in the series. So make sure you head there for that extra information, which just might help you follow games a little bit closer and give you that edge. Let's get then to what's coming up on Finals Friday, the 11th of September. You can see we've got the 2 semi-finals. Then there'll be an hour break in between before the bronze final for third and the gold final, which will begin at 6:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. That will be the 24th and final match of this series. Only one of these 4 teams can be the champion and lift the trophy this week in Bulgaria, and I think it's going to be a very interesting day's cricket, especially after we saw some interesting results on day 4 of the tournament. Well, let's get to this match between Indo-Bulgarian and the Tuskers, and we do have some likely lineups for you. Indo-Bulgarian will be led by their captain Prakash Mishra, with Shafkat Khan to do the wicket-keeping for them, while for the Tuskers, they'll be led by all-rounder Romal Lazarus. Nitin Sunil will be behind the wickets for them. Let's talk a little bit about these 2 teams. Well, it was an interesting day on Thursday, that's for sure. Indo-Bulgarian, they still finished on top with a 6-2 record. Their 2 losses were quite entertaining games. The first one was the so-called Miracle of Kevin game, where Kevin D'Souza single-handedly won the game for MUS. And the other one was on the Thursday match against the Tuskers, where despite chasing only a low target, it did go to a tie situation and a golden ball situation where the Tuskers were able to get over the line. The Tuskers, the first fielding team to win a golden ball. So the Tuskers, they do finish in 4th place with a 2-6 record. They had a weird Thursday. They lost to Barbarians, who were winless earlier in the day, but then turned around and beat Indo-Bulgarian later in the day, the top team. So they lost to the bottom team. They beat the top team, but it just shows you that these teams perhaps were a little bit more even than we gave them credit for, even if the results didn't suggest it. So let's go to Mr. Maximo's 11 to watch for this match, and hopefully you find this information useful, particularly if you're participating in some Dream 11 cricket. Starting with Indo-Bulgarian, I have super highlighted a couple of players for them, starting with Bakhtiar Tahiri. Now, this guy has set all sorts of records this week, and earlier in the week when he played the Tuskers, he got out for 99. It was the first time we'd seen a 99 in the European Cricket Series. What a shame for him, but wouldn't he love to go one better in this match? He'll open the batting. He's far and away been the most destructive batsman in the tournament. He's also a very economical bowler who has picked up some handy wickets this week in Bulgaria. I've also got Prakash Mishra, who will likely bat number 3, and he's looked really good when he's had the opportunity to face a few balls. Also, he has been a prolific wicket taker for the Indo-Bulgarian CC. I've also got their keeper. I've highlighted Shafkat Khan, as well as Hristo Lakov, who's been a reliable foil for Tahiri and Mishra up the top of the Indo-Bulgarian batting lineup. I've also highlighted Gagandeep Singh. We haven't seen too much of him with the bat, but he's actually been a pretty useful bowler for them this week, as well as a couple more bowling options there in Agagul Ahmedel, who's taken plenty of wickets this week, as well as Hamid Raza. For the Tuskers, I've highlighted some of their players too, starting with their keeper, Nitin Sunil, the former Kerala representative back in his native India. He'll probably bat somewhere in the top 6, probably in the middle order, I'd say. He'll also do the wicket keeping for the Tuskers. I've also got their 2 key players, in my opinion. They're all-rounders, Faiz Mohammed and Akshay Harikumar. Now, Faiz Mohammed, he's a national team player who will likely open the batting and can also bowl some medium pace. We saw him coming into some good form with the bat on the Thursday. Akshay Harikumar, well, he's been reliable all week. He'll probably bat in the number 3 position, and he's also a very useful bowler. Finally, in my 11 to watch today, I've got Brad Constantine, the former Englishman, who will open the bowling for the Tuskers. Well, let's get to Prediction time in episode 99, and we hope you join us tomorrow on the show for episode number 100, a very special episode. It's also the first match preview for the ECS in Romania coming to you over the weekend. And of course, you might have noticed out there, I'm wearing my golden shirt today. And you know why? Because we had another golden ball situation in the match between these two very teams that I'm previewing for this semi-final. And a lot of people have been waiting for a fielding team to win a golden ball, and it finally happened last night, where Indo-Bulgarian, they needed 1 to tie, 2 to win off the last ball of regulation. They could only manage one run, and then in the golden ball, the batsman just wasn't able to make any decent contact. He missed it, and as a result, the Tuskers pulled off a very unlikely victory. So predicting this one, perhaps not as easy as I might have thought if you'd asked me 24 hours ago, but Tuskers, what a day, losing to the bottom team and then beating the top team. So that just shows you on Finals Friday, each of these 4 teams are only 2 matches away from lifting the trophy in Bulgaria. But when it came down to predicting a winner in this one, I can't see lightning striking twice, so I'm predicting Indo-Bulgarian to win the first semi-final, and that will set up a matchup with either Medical University, so FEA or the MU Dons in the final. I probably favour MU Dons in the other semi-final, although MUS have been the wildcard team, and the miracle of Kevin the Miracle Maker could do it again, and anything's possible in this European Cricket Series. That's what we've learned so far this week. I put Bakhtiar Tahiri to be the star player. He would have been a star for you all week if you had him in your fantasy team, that's for sure. He's been setting all kinds of records for fantasy points in a European Cricket Series. So Indo-Bulgarian, for me, will rediscover their form and book a place in the final. That is my prediction. Just a final reminder, if you don't already, to follow us on social media. And if you do enjoy these match preview videos, please like and leave a comment. I'll get to them when I can. Thanks again for all the fantastic messages coming in that I get from everybody. Whether I'm right or wrong, it's great to hear from you. So please let us know what you think about the European Cricket Series. It's great to have such a growing audience, and it's growing all the time around the world. People are really loving the kind of cricket we're bringing you at European Cricket. But for now, this is Vinny Sandhu, Mr. Maximo for European Cricket, saying enjoy the game. We'll see you next time on ECN.